It's me. You know how like somebody you angry at a kid? I'm a fighter. If I touch you in any kind of way, like as far as I'm gonna hurt you. So it wasn't that. It was just me removing her from that situation that she didn't.
Gervonta Davis has finally broken his silence regarding the recent lawsuit filed against him, as well as the latest updates surrounding his upcoming fight with Jake Paul. According to Davis, also known as Tank, the details of the lawsuit are false allegations made by one of his ex-girlfriends, who he claims is doing everything possible to damage his career.
Is there any like positive reassuring things that maybe you can, in a situation of a fighter who's, the whole world's against them at the moment, and kind of
just stay prayed up, talk to God, you know what I mean, and keep the faith. That's all that counts, and God will see you through.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Yep.
In a statement released by Davis, he claimed there's a growing pattern among his former partners who are using desperate tactics to extract money from him. There's a trend developing among women I've been in relationships with, using desperate means to get money from me. And just like the last time, it's happening right before another fight. It's all false. Davis said he added that he and his team are actively working to resolve the issue before his fight in 2 weeks. The fight remains confirmed, and I'd appreciate if my privacy is respected during this time. He
Mad, and once I seen her, I grabbed her by her neck. I just told her, I grabbed her like I should, like you gotta get out of here, like, and I probably was wrong for doing that. I was wrong for doing that, but it was so much of it, not me trying to hit her or.
Davis's coach, Calvin Ford, told USA Today that Tank is doing fine and that the team was surprised by the lawsuit. He's doing great. Everything's good. We're just trying to figure out what's going on, Ford said. Jake Paul also addressed the issue, stating that he and his team are reviewing the situation carefully before taking any further steps. Most Valuable Promotions MVP released a statement addressing the lawsuit against Davis. Upon learning of the civil lawsuit filed against Gervonta Davis in Miami-Dade County on October 30th, 2025, Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. We are currently gathering information and reviewing all details to ensure that any decision we make is well considered. We unequivocally condemn any form of violence and are committed to handling this matter with diligence and respect for all involved. We will make a determination on next steps once the review is complete and after consulting with the appropriate parties. Until then, we will not be commenting further, the statement read.
Gervonta Tank Davis did something awful again, and no, it wasn't scheduling another fight with Jake Paul. He beat a woman. Again, and once again, I'm not talking about Jake Paul. If you know Tank Davis, you know he has a lot of run-ins with the law. This is actually a civil suit over a certain criminal case that was dropped earlier.
The lawsuit, filed on October 30th by Davis's former girlfriend, Courtney Roselle, accuses him of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. According to court documents, Roselle worked as a VIP cocktail waitress at a Miami gentlemen's club called Tootsie's. On October 27th, Davis allegedly stormed into the club at 4:15 a.m. and attacked her, choking, grabbing, and dragging her through the kitchen stairwell and parking area. Roselle claimed she had been privately dating Davis for 5 months and that he had physically abused her multiple times, including threatening to kill her on 2 separate occasions.
He's in dressing up while watching Scary Bull Race. And lo and behold, breaking news. I just saw this here thanks to my agent Neville, who sent me this. Chris Mannix, love you, boy. That was my brother. He posted that Jake Paul is looking.
The lawsuit further alleges that on September 2nd, Davis threatened to kill Roselle for not answering his calls or texts. Then on September 23rd, he allegedly texted, "I'll kill you," and accused her of cheating before physically assaulting her at a restaurant called Playa Miami later that same day. After the October 27th incident, Davis reportedly texted Roselle, "I'm on my way. Your house." She believes he was heading to her home to harm her again. Roselle claims she is suffering from severe PTSD as a result of the alleged abuse and lives in constant fear for her life. The lawsuit states she is receiving medical and psychological treatment and requires help with daily living.
Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This looks really bad for him. While all the details aren't out, we know the details from the original case, which was basically a shut case with a lot of evidence that he did it. That, along with his prior incidents, innocent until proven guilty, but yeah. You know, if you do something.
According to ESPN, neither Most Valuable Promotions nor Davis's team has responded to inquiries regarding the status of the fight. For now, there's radio silence from both camps. A situation that feels all too familiar to Tank's fans as the boxing world waits to see how Davis's legal troubles unfold.
But from my understanding, as a civil suit, it probably could turn into worse. A woman who is a waitress at a club. So, I don't know all the details. You guys check the details, but
according to a report from Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix, Jake Paul's team is now actively preparing to find a replacement opponent for the November 14th card. Mannix posted on X, announcing the development.
However, according to Sports Illustrated reporter Chris Mannix, Jake Paul's team is now actively searching for a replacement opponent for the November 14th fight card. Mannix announced on X, formerly Twitter, that the ongoing legal issues with Davis have become a recurring problem, contradicting Davis's recent statements about his improved mental health. The case could have serious consequences for Davis both inside and outside the ring, and might place the Paul versus Davis event in jeopardy.
What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. So I wake up to calls from reporters asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan...
With Davis's legal issues threatening to derail the highly anticipated exhibition match against Jake Paul, reports suggest that the search for a new opponent has already begun. Ryan Garcia's name quickly surfaced as a potential replacement. Garcia has had his share of back-and-forth exchanges with the Paul brothers, and even seemed open to challenging Jake. However, it's not yet clear if he's genuinely considering the opportunity. Even if Garcia shows interest, his promoter Oscar de la Hoya might block the matchup. The former world champion turned promoter previously collaborated with Jake Paul's MVP back in June.
He's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me, who he's fighting, and when he's fighting next.
Broadcasting rights present another major obstacle. De La Hoya addressed the issue in a video shared by Fight Hub TV, explaining, Ryan Garcia fights on DAZN and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. That's the bottom line. He said that from reporters asking about a potential Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia fight. He emphasized that such a crossover event is logistically difficult due to existing media contracts.
Brian, what was your take on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight? What was your opinion on that?
It's alright, you know. It's kind of like what it was.
It's the fake.
You know.
If Jake Paul calls you for early next year, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's run that.
Anticipating a reaction from Ryan Garcia, De La Hoya further explained, Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. That's just how business works. Ryan might say, you're stopping me from making money or from fighting. But no, you have to follow the rules. He stated firmly. De La Hoya also hinted that he will soon announce Garcia's next fight, perhaps to ease fans' disappointment.